Hello. Uh, uh, heck. That's this is not good. If you're able to stay inside, I guess. Looks like we're hitting -15 on Tuesday right now as our lows. It still hasn't changed that much. Really, just stay safe out there. Don't get on the roads if you don't have to. And just that's a lot of snow. I think I remember that. That was vaguely. I do remember that one blizzard we had in 2010. That was what, 5 years old, I think. All right. I mean, I don't really know what I'm covering. He just kind of handed me the mic, so let's do this, I guess. So really what we're looking at is, as I said, major snowfall, especially through the Oklahoma and Texas regions. That's kind of the topic of the stream. Shouldn't be surprising you. But as far as safety is concerned, as I said earlier, don't get out of the house if you don't need to. It doesn't really matter what you're trying to do. Just don't. Many injuries are being reported just feet outside your door because the ice is very dangerous. A lot of people understate it, and it's really not something to be messing around with. So if you can, stay inside. Don't try to push it. If you do have to go outside, know what you're doing, be careful. Don't be too quick to judge, especially on the roads. They are probably going to be extremely slick and, as I said, generally should be avoided if possible.
Here's the thing. You saw C. Yeah. Whatever. All right. Now, where
I mean, it it's not looking good at this point. The ice accumulation, I think, is going to be the real killer, though. Yeah, or not. I think it's on the stream side. I'd try just turning it up a bit. Are you using the right mic on OBS? That could be your issue. Oh yeah. So you should be able to go to audio input capture, or over in your audio mixer. Move your cursor to the right. To your right. You got to no. Like, keep going. Keep going. There you go. Yep, and then scroll up a little bit. Or no, maybe not. All right, you see audio input capture? Yeah, turn it up. And then hit settings. No, the audio settings, not that. Yeah, that. And then properties. Yeah, and then set the device to whatever your mic is. Probably that.
Yeah. All right. All right.
And then just hit OK. No, hey, yeah.
Just click save. All right.
There you go. And then I'm looking at my volume. You're going to want to either turn me down or turn you up. Probably both, honestly.
All right.
Because you're much quieter than me.
I am now.
So on that slider, yeah, turn you up.
All right. Is that better?
Let's see.
Once again, I'm really, really sorry for this inconvenience that is currently happening right now. Much better, much better. All right, there we go. Okay, back on air. Okay, woo! Thank you. All right, shout out to Centaurion. Sorry if I butchered your name, but thank you so much for helping me or telling me that is fixed there. All right.
Yeah, we're kind of bad at life over here. So
over here at the Pure Weather HQ. All right. That's perfect. No worries. Okay, now back to the stream here. All right, now we actually do have a special guest that will be joining us. Here we go. Please say hello to Sydney and Gabriel. They're going to be joining us here, and they're all going to be talking with me about these storm warnings and things that are going to be happening. Say hello, everyone.
Hi. Hello.
All right, you are all on the air. Okay, so this is exciting. Now, what I just went over, if you didn't know because my mic was cutting out, I just went over how there were going to be blizzard conditions or borderline whiteout conditions because of the wind accumulation and all of that. And then I went over snow accumulation. I didn't check the GFS, so that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so let's go ahead and check new snow as of GFS. All right, Oklahoma City, you can expect from all of these systems combined, these next two systems, you can expect about 13 inches. All right, up here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, around 11.8 inches. Down here in Sherman, you can expect 19 to 20. Paris, Texas, around 15. Dallas, around 10. It's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Now, the snow usually comes up here. Now, you can see most of the states are going to get impacted by these winter storms, and we got 2 of them passing through this week. Okay, I believe that's it. Do any of you guys have any thoughts about that?
I understand what you said.
Of course. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to be moving on. We're going to take a look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. All right, snow totals around 8 to 12. This is through Monday, according to the National Weather Service. All right, Bartlesville about 6 to 8. Miami about 6 to 8. Fayetteville around 4 to 6. Muskogee getting 6 to 8. McAllister 46. So lots of this stuff is getting stuff. So a significant winter storm will affect the area from late tonight into Monday. Heavy snow, blowing and drifting snow, and dangerously cold wind chill values will be a concern. We'll go over that in just a minute. Okay. So here's the snow onset timing. We were just going over that with both the Euro and GFS models. But Bartlesville, Tulsa, and Miami, you will start to get your first little flakes falling at about 2 to 6 a.m. Muskogee about 6 to 9. McAllister 9 a.m. to noon. And then Hugo, Fort Smith, and Fayetteville about noon to 6 p.m. These impactful snow accumulations are expected in eastern Oklahoma and northwest Arkansas late into Monday. Areas of northeast Oklahoma, generally along and northwest of I-44, may see the accumulating snow begin as early as 2 a.m. Sunday, while it may hold off in parts of far southeastern Oklahoma and western Arkansas until Sunday afternoon. All right, tonight, below freezing in the teens, temperatures in the single digits to teens. Sunday, highs in the 20s, low 20s to high teens, maybe even some single digits here and there. All right, now let's move on to Dallas. All right, major winter storm is expected for Dallas, Fort Worth. All right, we got a winter storm warning through 6 p.m. on Monday. The approximate arrival of moderate to heavy snow, you can see that here. Dallas, you should expect it to arrive about 4 to 6 p.m. Okay, sorry about that. Just had a little interruption. Now, Dallas, you can expect a little bit like 3 to 4 inches from the system, according to the National Weather Service in there. Winter storm timing, heavy snow about 12 a.m. Monday, dangerous wind chills from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. Tuesday. All right, you get a little bit of freezing drizzle. As of right now, you're getting a wintry mix. Little bit wintry mix, a little bit of snow. But y'all, the main part of this winter storm will be there from 12 a.m. Monday to 12 a.m. Tuesday. Tonight into tomorrow morning, you can see wintry mix of snow here. Here are the temperatures in the 20s and teens. Sunday morning snow, about 4 inches, 50%. We have a high confidence of about 1 inch. Dangerous wind chills, we have about dangerous wind chills going around. So, and then once again, we have more snow next week. All right, snow chances return beginning Tuesday night as another system approaches. It is. I agree. It is definitely going to be a brutal week. Now, if you live here, you have a little bit of time left before this snow starts to move in. I mean, I don't know if you would want to get out in these conditions at this point to finish your preparations, but now would be the time. If you have any unfinished preparations, they should be rushed to completion. All right. Prepare. All right, so you should prepare your home with first aid kits, canned food, water bottles, salt. Make sure you drip your water fountains. If we lose power, make sure to open up all your cabinets and drip your water fountains, or water faucets, sorry. So that pipes don't burst. All right, faucet, do you have any tips for any of these people regarding power outages?
As far as power outages go, it always does help to have some kind of power or battery operated phone or radio. Make sure your phones are charged and make sure you don't have something completely dependent on wall power.
I agree.
Because a power outage is entirely possible.
It's not just entirely possible, it's pretty much expected at this point. So we're going to take a look here. Sorry, I'm going to have to search this up for a second. Winter Storm Severity Index. All right, we're going to take a look at this right now for the Great Plains. Okay, so look at this. Dallas metro area. South of you, extreme impact. So that's Tyler and Longview. What that means is you are good. If you live in this area right here, you're going to need to get. Do you think the roads will be too dangerous to drive on at all this week? Yes. Yes, I do. I think the roads will be extremely dangerous. And for you, Centurion, considering you live in this area, if you remember the Fort Worth 100-car pileup on I-35, that was just 1/100 of an inch of ice. So with this snow that's coming, yes, the roads are going to be very, very dangerous to drive on until most of this melts next week. Now, back to what I was saying. If you live in this purple zone, extensive and widespread severe property damage, life-saving actions will be needed or required, and it will result in extreme disruptions to daily life. Dallas, a little bit north of you in Fort Worth. More extreme impacts here, extreme impacts around this area. So far, no extreme impacts at all for Oklahoma, except for this little bit up here that is in a generally unpopulated area. All right, so that's all for now with the Central Plains. Let's go up here. Not many extreme impacts, but you can see the path that the storm will take up in the northeast. Once again, yet another possible nor'easter. Okay, moving on to the current radar. This is where major winter storm Uri is currently located. It's already in Oklahoma now. It's already entered Oklahoma and Texas. It's going to get its act together a little bit over the night as it's going to start moving down in. Now, if we come up here, you can see what remains of Winter Storm Tabitha. And down here, just a little bit of things. I really apologize for what is currently going on in the background. I apologize for that. If you live in Santa Fe right now, I just noticed this, you are currently getting pummeled with snow. Okay, now let's go to Norman, Oklahoma. I haven't done this yet. Okay, once again, I sincerely apologize. What does it look like throughout the entire USA? Okay, so let's take a look here at what that looks like. Okay, sorry. I really apologize for that. Okay, so this is what it looks like for the entire USA based on the Gfs model right now. This is the amount of snowfall that you can expect based on GFS. That's 14 inches here. 20. This is snow still to come within the next 10 days. All right, you can expect 58 to 23 up here in these mountains. Portland, Oregon, you're fine. California, you're going to be okay. But what we're mainly looking at here is what is in this area down here between Oklahoma and all of the northeast. So you're going to get some pretty heavy snowfall when the storm takes this track this way. Now, if you take a look at the URI model, you can see fairly similar path, but you can see the area of highest snowfall totals have been moved to the southwest just a tad. So that's going to bring New York City into the mix. That's going to bring Tulsa, Oklahoma out of it a little bit. But yeah, that is what we should expect throughout the next week. Okay, Fawcett, do you have anything to add? Oh my God. Okay, Fawcett, do you have anything to add? I can't hear you.
My mic broke. Really the same thing I've been saying. If you are going to be affected by these storms, especially with ice involved, don't do anything unnecessary. Just safety is and should be your number one priority right now.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I have people invading my space right now. Yes. I'm so sorry I did not hear what you said.
So I said pretty much as it goes for all of these kinds of things, if you're being affected by snow and especially the ice, don't do anything you don't absolutely need to do outside. Just safety is and should be your number one priority.
It should be.
Situations.
Safety should be your number one priority. Don't going outside at all during this. I mean, it may look pretty, it may look nice, things may be looking cool, but it's cold out there and it's slippery. All right, back to Norman, Oklahoma. All right, if you live in Woodward, Enid, Ponca City, Stillwater, Clinton, Altus, Lawton, Wichita Falls, and Seymour, midnight to 3 a.m. is when you will be getting your first impacts of snow. Oklahoma City, Ada, Ardmore, and Durant, 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Expect road conditions to begin deteriorating overnight. This is for Texas and Oklahoma, all right? They will be deteriorating overnight. all right, into early Sunday morning, particularly over central Oklahoma, where a narrow snow band may produce 2 to 4 inches of accumulation by 6 a.m. Tulsa, you are also going to be in that band. Wow. Okay, so here's our snow tomorrow. Most likely time for accumulating 6 to 5, and then 12 p.m. over to midnight for everyone else on that side. Dangerous wind chill values in the negative 20s. Negative teens to 20s. That is going to be pretty ridiculous. All right? Now, make sure you dress in 3+ layers so that you can insulate yourself. Wear a hat, wear a face mask. You should wear an outer layer to keep out the wind. Wear waterproof boots and 2+ layers of pants if you have to go outside. And now the warning signs of hypothermia is confusion, shivering, difficulty speaking, sleepiness, and stiff muscles. Wow. Now, keep in mind, do not go outside unless you absolutely have to. There will be borderline blizzard conditions with wind chills this low plus snowfall rates that high.
One other thing that gets understated a lot is the dangers of frostbite. If you get wet at all, you should probably immediately be getting dry.
I agree. If you get wet at all and you're outside, go inside immediately.
Or you can get frostbite without getting wet, but especially if you were to get your hand in water or something, such as if you're playing with ice, why not? And your hand were to get wet, as soon as you can, get inside, get to warmth. Frostbite is no joke. It's not something you want happening.
It's not. Keep in mind, all of this is going to set in tonight into tomorrow. That is why we will be with you live streaming again tomorrow as well, if power allows, because our headquarters are currently based in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that's where we will be. Do you recommend I go outside in shorts and t-shirt with some flip-flops? Absolutely not.
That's an awful idea.
That is an awful idea. Awful idea. Okay, now, adding on to what Fawcett said earlier, it will only take you 30 minutes. 30 minutes to start coming down with frostbite. 30 minutes. So, just saying. And then as the day goes on, that time will decrease to around 15 and 20 minutes. And you can immediately increase that time a lot if you get wet. All right, hypothermia, frostbite, no joke. You don't want that. Did that today and it felt fine. Well, I mean, it really depends where you are. It really depends where you are. If you're in any of these areas, then you shouldn't be going outside in that dress. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at these snowfall accumulations. 8 to 10 inches throughout this large swath of areas between Wichita and Oklahoma City. Tulsa, you're in that as well. Stillwater areas around that 6 to 8, and then Durant down there 4 to 6 inches. And then we get snowfall midweek. Higher snow accumulations possible. Tulsa, you're going to be in that as well. Lower snow accumulations are also expected in the areas that have a lighter shade. All right, next 7 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you have extreme wind chills, all right? Wind chill negative 15 to 30 degrees on Monday into Tuesday, okay? That's an area where you shouldn't be going outside at all. Not at all, unless it's absolutely necessary. All right, let's move on now to the temperatures. All right, so the low, negative 7 degrees on Monday, negative 8 degrees on Tuesday. You're going to be in the negatives for 3 straight days in terms of lows. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then Ponca City, no, that's for Woodward. Ponca City, you're going to be in the negatives on Monday and Tuesday. For Lawton, negative on Tuesday. Oklahoma City, you're going to be in the negatives on Monday and Tuesday. These are for lows. Your high temperatures are going to be in the single digits, but then they should all go back to being above freezing by next Saturday. All right. So now we got to focus back here on, let's go out and take a look at our warnings. So look at this. This is kind of ridiculous. We got ice storm warnings up here in Maryland and Kentucky, Is that Kentucky? I'm sorry, I don't know where that is. I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's gonna be, yeah, that's Kentucky, I think. But ice storm warnings up there. We got winter weather advisories around the area. Winter storm watches extending all the way up there. Now get this, 90% of Texas, you're under a winter storm warning. 100% of Oklahoma, you are under a winter storm warning. All of Arkansas is also under a winter storm warning. Around half of Louisiana is under a winter storm warning and winter storm watch. And a significant portion of Mississippi is also under a winter storm warning. Winter storm warnings are also going to be extended off into New Mexico and Arizona, a little bit of Utah and Colorado here and there. Now see this large swath. Kentucky's above. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for that. That actually helps me a lot. All right, Fawcett, looking at this map, guess what? We have, this is the first time I think in my years of doing this that I've seen winter advisories from coast to coast. Wow. This is kind of ridiculous. All right. Fawcett, do you have any thoughts on this map?
Again, like I said, as I say for really, don't go outside if you don't have to. Again, one of the biggest risks right now is just the amount of ice out there. Even if you're not in a car, slipping is very, very easy. That sounds like something like, oh, I'm an adult, I know how to walk, I wouldn't slip, but it is much easier to slip than you think. Ice has a coefficient of friction at 0.05 for static rest and 0.04 to 0.2 for dynamic friction, so it's really not something you want to be messing with.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with the ice. Do not want to mess with the ice. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to take a look here at the forecast for Tulsa. Alright, winter storm warning goes in effect tonight at midnight and will end midnight on Monday. Alright, you have a 90% chance of snow. Blowing snow. This is why I'm a little bit concerned with this. Blowing snow, okay? That is heavy snowfall with winds blowing it around. That is borderline blizzard conditions, all right? That's pretty insane. All right, patchy blowing snow, then we got a slight chance of snow, and then cold. This will be a very dangerous winter storm for you here in Tulsa. All right, moving on to Oklahoma City at this point. Oklahoma City... Sorry, I should have done that a lot earlier. Oklahoma City, are you doing a lot? There we go. Okay. Oklahoma City, you are currently under a wind chill advisory that's going to be ending at midnight tonight. Your winter storm warning will be going in effect tomorrow at midnight as well, and it will be ending at 6 p.m. Central on Monday. All right. Pretty big deal. Alright, Fawcett. Do you have any input?
I mean, not really. Again, as I say every single time, don't go outside. Don't go outside.
Just don't go outside. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this down into the Fort Worth region. Alright, we're going to take this in here now. Alright, Dallas. Alright, you are currently in a winter storm warning right now. Alright, your winter storm warning is now officially in effect, and it will continue to be in effect until Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Now, get this, you have a 100% chance of blowing snow on Sunday night. Wow. You don't see that often. Then more wintry mix as this next system moves in on Tuesday. I would not be surprised if winter weather advisory at the minimum will be issued for that. Maybe a minimum winter storm watch, possibly winter storm warning for that, but don't hold me to it. Okay, once again, Wind chills as low as 15 below zero. Negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit will be life-threatening to people and animals outside without adequate warmth. North winds of 20 to 25 miles per hour with snow will result in whiteout conditions, with snow drifts making driving treacherous. I love the live chat today. Okay. So, Fawcett, do we have any current things right now? Any new breaking news that have just popped up?
Not that I know of, but I will keep you all tuned if I see anything.
All right, be on the lookout for that. All right, so we're going to go here into the GFS model right now. All right, we're going to go into pivotal weather just to take a look at things. So this is going to be your snowfall accumulation, all right, over the next couple of days. Now this is right before the 9:30 Central Time GFS model runs. So once that happens, we're going to take like a 5-minute break, and then we're going to upgrade all of our stuff, and then we're going to get right back to you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at snowfall. All right, 22, look at that. Okay, so we're going to stop it here. 19 to 22 inches for Tulsa. All right. This is as of Sunday, the 21st. All right, we will have had 23 inches of snow. Oklahoma City, also 25 inches of snow. If you're in Dallas, around this area, around 15. It's a really tight gradient right here. So I'm not sure. You can either get 14 inches of snow or you can get 1. So give or take. Give or take. Now let's continue a little bit further. All right, up here, New York, 40 inches. That's a lot of snow. All right, now you can see the pretty wide swath. I think I would say about 90% of the United States will be feeling impacts from snow systems this week. Never in 100 years would I realize how crazy of a winter that this would turn out to be when winter season first started. Fawcett, do you have thoughts on that?
I still can't give it over to the fact that a couple of weeks ago I said, quote, "This has been a pretty mild winter. It hasn't even been that cold. I'm surprised." I still can't get over the fact that I said that. Those words came out of my mouth. And I can never forgive myself.
All right. Now, the fact that we are centered in Tulsa, Oklahoma, our headquarters are here, we can bring you live in the field footage whenever we do our live coverage tomorrow as well during the day. Now, expect a lot of power outages, all right? So now let's go ahead and take a look at surface and precipitation. We're going to look at the precip rate. Okay, so this is for GFS, all right? The day after tomorrow wasn't so far-fetched after all. Yeah, I agree. Okay, see, I've been monitoring a system like this for like 2 weeks, and I was like, there's no way that there's going to be a system this potent in Oklahoma, in Texas, in Louisiana, in Alabama. All right? So, but let's go ahead and take this in. All right. So let's go ahead and take this in right now. In 24 hours from now, here, let's go ahead and make this a forecast loop just so that we can see. All right, so we're going to take this in. You can see as this moves through here, one system, that is Winter Storm Uri. All right, and then another one, which will be potentially another one. This will be really potent, a real potent one right there. All right. That one, if it happens, will be named Winter Storm Viola. All right, and then temperature should be rising a little bit by now, so I don't really expect any more snow for the southern plains. Maybe a little bit of rain, and thus we'll start severe weather season in March. So this is a pretty difficult thing. Now let's go ahead and take a look. EMCWF high resolution models. All right. It only goes to hour 240.
Hello.
Oh, all right. Everyone say hello to Andrew Pasley, who's here with us now. I mean,
Ooh.
yeah, say. All right. Welcome. We just got a new person in with us to join our stream.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what are your thoughts on this system right now?
I mean, it's pretty threatening considering that it was like a major on that 6-point scale, if I'm not mistaken,
It
right?
is still a major. It is still.
It is still a major.
There is extreme impacts now for south of Dallas as well.
South of Dallas.
South
Oh,
of
Lord.
Dallas in extreme impacts. Not Dallas is not in extreme impacts, but south of there is. So
Yeah.
like this whole area down here, and then south of Oklahoma City. No, wait, no. Never
Yeah,
mind.
how long have you guys been live? Like
We
like
have
40,
been live for
40
about an
minutes.
hour.
Ah, okay. So we still
So-
got 2 left. All right.
Yeah. So
All right.
so we've been going over how this is potentially going to bring blizzard conditions.
Mm-hmm.
With the amount of wind that will be accompanying this storm, with the snow falling down with these high winds, whiteout conditions are pretty much expected. All right, now if we come down here, you can see there are 2 systems coming through, all right, in Oklahoma. Now what we really want to look at is total accumulated snowfall, all right? Now this isn't Kuchera model, so it's not going to be that realistic, but this is still high res for European.
Where did Fawcett go?
I am not sure.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, you're just muted.
All right. So let's go ahead and take a look here at what it has for us. All right. So Dallas, around 6 inches. All right. Tulsa, Oklahoma, also about 6 inches. That's a lot of snow for us here. Let's go ahead and go south Arkansas. You're getting 16. Around to the Shreveport area, you're getting 7 to 12. Now, if we go all the way up to New York, you're going to get in the 20s. All right, this is at by hour 2:34. I am not too keen on this situation.
Someone in the chat said, how much snow will OKC get?
All right, so you want to see how much snow Oklahoma City will get? So I'm going to show you both models really quick. All right, we're going to go over both. So according to the European model, Euro in ECMWF, Oklahoma City, North Oklahoma City around 7.2, South Oklahoma City around 7. I would say around 7 to 12 inches in total. All right. Now, if we take a look at the GFS model here, that's a wildly different animal because Oklahoma City, if the GFS model verifies, you're going to be sitting at a foot of snow right here. 1 foot of snow for you. All right, up here in Tulsa, also around a foot of snow as well.
And how much is Tulsa again?
13.
13.
This is all European and all
And now that's just 1 day, if I'm
This
correct.
This is within the next 10 days, so this is the combined amount of
In
snow.
the next 10 days. Okay.
This is the combined amount of snow from both winter storms that are going to pass through here with very close proximity. All right. This is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
I have not seen a snowstorm that's going to be this impactful in Oklahoma in my time living here. Seriously. So,
Someone said we can always rely on the Europeans to forecast our weather here in Oklahoma.
I kind of agree. However, the GFS model has proven to be a little bit more accurate with time. All right, now if we go down to Sherman, you're going to get 18 inches. Dallas, you can expect around 8 to 7. Fort Worth, we're going to put you about 10. All right.
Hey, someone's subscribing. Nice.
But Oklahoma City, currently 8 to 10 inches in the official forecast from Winter Storm Uri. Dallas, Texas, about 5 to 8 inches of snow in the official
Hey, guess
forecast.
what? We now have 22 subscribers instead of 21 we had a few moments ago.
Oh, my screen still shows 18, but thank you all for subscribing. This is awesome. We're going to be with you for a few more hours, and then we're going to call it a night here, and then we'll be back with you in the morning. And then we will be able to bring you live camera footage from the field out there, because our headquarters is stationed up here in Tulsa, where, well, 8 to 12 inches of snow is forecast for us. This is a... Alright, we are going to take about a 10-minute break here in about 30 minutes. Alright? And then we will return after that. Yes. Yes, we did. We did start with 16. So,
Wasn't it like 22 at some point?
I'm not sure. I need to refresh. But thank you all for watching this with us and being here. This is awesome.
It's supposed to be similar to the blizzard back in 2011.
Yes, but here's the thing. The blizzard in 2011 dumped 10 to 11 inches. This has the potential to double that amount. Don't hold me to that, though. But that is what models are saying, doubling the amount of that. All right, for those of you who just joined us, we're going to re-go over some of these things that we went over at the start of the stream. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over the rain and thunder here. We're going to start now. All right, but actually I think we need to check the radar really quick. All right, Boise City, Guyman, you are about to get affected by Winter Storm Uri now, okay? Winter Storm Uri is here. It is here. Already here. It is right there. This whole thing is Winter Storm Uri right there. Yes, it is supposed to be worse than the Great Blizzard of 2011.
Which is very unfortunate for us.
Very, very unfortunate for us here.
That's some bad luck.
Yeah. Oh man, I need a drink really quick.
I need to go get something to drink, so give me like a minute.
Fawcett, do you have anything to add?
Not really right now.
All right.
I haven't seen anything.
Alright, so for this part of the stream, we already went over all the essentials. We're just going to be answering any questions that you have about this storm, about how much snow you're going to get. We'll be answering all of these. But right now, we're going to go ahead and give you a few tips about how to survive in a power outage. This wind looks to be counteracting the storm, but it's not doing much, it looks like. Yeah.
I am back.
So, the wind does look to be counteracting the storm, but that's not how it's going to be, alright? It's not strong enough to push it away. It's not anything like wind shear it is for tropical cyclones. Actually, if anything, wind shear here over land kind of helps the severity of the storm, so that's a bit scary.
Just not something we want.
This is not something that we want. Okay, so let's go here. This is what we're going to need to prepare. So, prepare your home, all right? You're going to want to... All right, so this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to open all of your cabinets that have access to plumbing. You're going to want to slowly, barely drip your faucets just to allow some pressure relief so that you don't have pipe bursts. We don't want any of that. All right, make sure you have salt so that you can... help salt down your driveway or walkway or roads in your neighborhood so that they're not as bad. Once the storm passes, of course, wait for the storm to pass. This is what I like to say. Prepare like it is for a hurricane. All right? However, this isn't a hurricane in any means, but prepare like you're going to prepare for one. All right? You need first aid kits, canned food, bottle of water. Now, if we do have a power outage, which is really, it's getting increasingly likely that we're going to see some power outages when the storm moves through here tomorrow. All right? This is why we're going live this evening, because the storm is moving here tomorrow. All right. The record cold Oklahoma City was 7 degrees Fahrenheit, and it might be -10. Also, the colder it gets, the higher amount of snowfall. Okay, so the colder it gets is not necessarily the higher amount of snowfall. The colder it gets is actually the longer it's probably going to stick and stay around.
Yeah, considering that it's going to be like
Yes.
-8 at some point in a few days.
Yes, it's going to be, so wind chill is going to be in the -20s, all right? That's how strong these winds are going to be. All right, now prepare for a power outage. You're going to need lots of firewood, all right, because there's no heat system without power, so you're going to need to light a fire. You're going to need to get a lot of batteries. So now is your chance. You need to go, if you don't have any of these supplies ready, you need to go right now and get them, because now is your last chance. All preparation should be rushed to completion. It's no longer than a week. It wouldn't last longer than a week, but we are getting 2 significant snowstorms back to back within a week. All right. Make sure you have lanterns, adequate lighting. Make sure you have blankets and car chargers. Make sure if you have portable charging blocks, make sure all of them are charged so you can charge your devices. All right. You need to have radios so that you can listen to any weather alerts that will be on your way. Now, if your power is knocked out from major winter storm URI, then chances are your power is still going to be out for the duration of the next winter storm coming next week. All right. Here's why I'm stressing this a lot, because if your power goes out during the storm, nobody's going to come out and get it and fix it until both storms have passed. So power will not be restored until Thursday at the earliest. Here's a reminder, but we should all be already prepared for this winter event. You need to protect the pipes, drip the faucets, and make sure you have enough food and water to last through the inclement weather. And additionally, prepare for power outages by stocking up on firewood, flashlights, and batteries. Make sure you stay safe and you stay weather aware, all right? This is a big deal. I cannot stress enough how big a deal this is. This is probably one of the biggest snowstorms and I actually used to be in Colorado for a while. Mine too. But it's looking likely because we're placed under major impacts here with the Winter Storm Severity Index. All right, so Tulsa, Oklahoma is under major. Oklahoma City is under major. All right. Now, if you don't know what that is, Winter Storm Severity Index. All right, major impacts. That's going to be extensive property damage is likely. Life-saving actions are needed, and it will result in a major disruption to daily life. That being said, widespread power outages are possible. There is a chance that we might be upgraded to extreme impacts if some sort of forecast changes tomorrow. Now let's go ahead and break down this threat. Snow amount, major. All right, the snow load, not necessarily major, just a little bit limited. So ice accumulation, pretty much none here for the Oklahoma area. Flash freeze, none. Blowing snow, that's where it's at. Blizzard conditions, blowing snow. So if you're in minor to moderate, what if your daily life is a hermit who lives in their house doing online learning? That's still going to be affected to you somehow. You're still going to be affected. Now, here's the thing. So, Crazy Arnold. Yeah, I get that might be the case. All right, but this time it's not. Power will be out, and if it actually goes out, like it legitimately goes out, then power will be out for a few days. So you need to prepare for that if that happens. All right, now ground blizzard, if you don't know what ground blizzard is, it's basically potential impact from snow on the ground that's already there combined with wind. That will be a huge threat over the next week. Once all the storms have passed and there's still snow on the ground, winds can blow that stuff around because it's going to be dry snow, because that snow is not going anywhere with these frigid temperatures. All right, that snow will only begin to start melting on Saturday. Well, sort of. 2020 was the year of the plague, but 2020 also had a record-breaking hurricane season that broke literally every record possible. So I would also say 2020 is the year
lightest
of the
season is a record that can be broken. I'm just saying.
And already people are starting to forecast this season, this next hurricane season. Preliminary forecasts are more active than they were for 2020. So that's a
I mean,
sign.
in preliminary forecast, and look where that got us.
Yeah. So this is what this is for Winter Storm Severity Index. Okay, so let's take a look at temperatures. All right. As the day goes on, you can see all of the blue. That is below freezing. All of this blue is below freezing. 2021 is supposed to be worst. Yes, this will be potentially devastating for Oklahoma and Texas. It just depends. This storm could very much overperform. And if that's the reasonable worst case scenario, is that this storm decides to overperform. And if this storm decides to overperform, that is really, really bad.
But
Because that
isn't
means
there also a possibility that nothing major could happen?
there's a possibility, yes, that the storm could also underperform. So take what we're saying with a little bit of a grain of salt, but this forecast is already so much refined and the event is already pretty much here. All right, that this is pretty much going to happen. Yes. 30 inches of snow. 30 inches of snow. Okay, I think that might be pushing it a little bit. But you can see negative 10s for lows on Tuesday. There is not. There will not be a possibility that the storm will turn because of the low pressure system that's building down here. So let's go ahead and turn on pressure right now. Okay? So here's low pressure. This is Storm Uri right here. Right? Now this going through. Hold on. Sorry. This is Storm Uri right now. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is Storm Uri, right? So as the high pressure is up here and the low pressure is right here, the high pressure is going to act on that low, and that low is going to move. Right? That low is going to move out. And as that low moves out, that's going to create a really nasty pressure gradient. And that pressure gradient is going to create strong winds, which is why we have that blowing snow. Yeah, it might be unlikely, but it's never 0% and it's never 100%. That's what it's like in meteorology. Hey, Fawcett, do you have any, Fawcett or Tank, do you have anything to add?
No.
Don't die.
Very wise words.
Thank you. Do I get a reward?
No.
No.
Oh, man.
We both just immediately said no.
Bro, I got verbally assaulted. I'm calling him a liar.
As if you have one.
All right. So, this is a crazy storm, guys. And the fact that this is already entering here in Oklahoma, it's kind of scaring me a little bit because maybe somehow this forecast might just juke out on us and we're not going to get anything. But at the same time, I don't know. It's already here. So if we take a look at the rain and thunder right now, this is Storm Uri right here. This is where it exists. Just a reminder, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Yes, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So I would not be surprised if later, if this storm is really what they're forecasting it to be, I would not be surprised if they named it the Great Valentine's Blizzard of 2021.
Hey, yo, hope you didn't have any dates.
The heartbreaker. The heartbreaker.
Yo, sometimes there are some benefits of being. This storm doesn't affect me.
If you're single, easy.
Yeah.
If your girlfriend moves 500 miles away, easy.
All right, we've been streaming for an hour now, y'all. How do you feel?
Tired.
Well,
But I felt that way when I woke up.
I'm just fine.
So.
Yeah, I'm just fine too. Don't forget to join our Discord server. There will be a link in the description. I don't know why there isn't one right now, but that should be there
I
soon.
can just post one in the chat.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I can do it.
I don't know if auto model. We'll see, I guess.
Interesting.
If
bunch
it
of people
doesn't,
that we see.
I'll
I know,
allow
I agree. But this, believe it or not, this is the moderation team on my server, so.
Sup?
Just saying.
Yep. I just sent a link in the chat.
Perfect.
Oh, may I have chat moderator possibly?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
hold on. As soon as I see that it's been sent, I don't see anything.
Well, I just sent a refresh.
Yeah, I think it tried to auto-mod it.
Yeah, I think it got auto-modded, bro.
I see it.
I don't.
Yeah, well, we don't.
Preposterous.
Back to the weather now. All right, so we've been focusing on this part of the area. I think it's time we now focus up on the northeast. Focus up on the northeast. So up here, the remnants of Winter Storm Tabitha. Over here, really sad remnants of Shirley. Now, let's go ahead and get this running. That the storm is okay. I gotta get the Great Valentine's Blizzard of 2021. Yes. All right. Well, good night, Crazy Arnold.
Well, thank you.
Make sure before you go, make sure you stay safe out there. Make sure you're prepared.
Wish you the best.
We wish you the best. It's a big, big day tomorrow. All right, now let's move on to the Northeast. So up here in Pennsylvania and Virginia, that's what it is. Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland. You're going to get significant icing from this event. Significant icing is what we're expecting, all right? Like, ice storm warnings are currently in effect for your area.
Ah.
Now, if you don't know, ice is really bad, all right? A half an inch of ice is enough to increase the weight of trees and power lines by over 30 times.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That's a lot. All right, so you're going to be getting some heavy snow up here. All right, St. Martin, down here in New York City. Not really sure on that you're going to get snow from GFS. All right, and then you're going to get some ice. So that will be catastrophic, actually. Let's go back. That could be catastrophic. Hold on a minute. I need to see that again. Okay, so the GFS model right now currently has southern Manhattan. Manhattan right here getting ice. That isn't ice. That's freezing rain. 0.08 of an inch every 3 hours, and that's going to sit over you. That is pretty ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead and continue going. So ice storms for all of you guys up here, and then this is going to turn into quite the significant storm. Now we're looking at that up there while this other winter storm is moving down into the southern plains as well. We already covered that earlier today. All right, as this storm moves up, and then the storm and the snow move out. That was GFS. Let's go ahead and take a look at the new snow according to GFS. All right, so Manhattan, you're expecting about another 1 to 2 inches of snow there. But what we're really looking at is up here, all right? All right, Buffalo, New York, 14 inches. 14 inches of snow. All right, hold on a minute. I gotta see something just real quick. All right. So hold on 1 second. I'm just getting things. Okay. So are there people in the? All right. So, everyone, we do have another Pure Weather team member who is joining us on stream. If you don't mind, would you want to tell us what you think about what's going on? I'm not entirely sure what's happening, though.
Yo, we don't got admin, lol.
Oh.
So he can't talk.
Oh.
Oh, he's fine. He can talk now.
Oh, no,
I
never
think.
mind.
It will be quite chilly.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get cold.
So we do have major impacts up here as well. Queensbury, 18 inches. A lot of snow for you there. All right, now let's move down to us. Lincoln in Maine. You're going to get around 10 inches. So that's significant snowfall, about 10 to 15 inches for the northeast up here. Lake effect snow is a factor in this as well. But we're mainly looking at this large swath of snow forecast totals as the main impact zone. Oh, let me fix that really quick. This is the most viewers we've ever had on a live stream before. So I would like to take this moment right now just to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this. I know this does impact a lot of people, and that's why we're doing it. So tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., all right, that's when we should be getting into full swing here with the Southern Plains. All right, so expected arrival time up for New York. We'll look at that in a little bit. EMCWF models have Utica, New York around northern New York, Rochester 17 inches, Buffalo around 16 inches. They literally have the same amount. All right? They have the same amount of snow with EMCWF and GFS. Oh, thank you so much, Crazy Arnold. It's really an honor. Good night. Stay safe. This is a crazy thing. All right. So here in a
We
little
have we have a lot of people watching too.
yeah,
10.
that's the most we've ever had, guys.
I think it was 14 viewers.
And we've somehow lost 2 subscribers.
Oh,
That's fine. All right.
How?
So what we really need to look at now, we're going to be, so here in about 15 minutes, we're going to take a 10-minute break just to upgrade all of our models and things like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. And Discord server is in the description.
Not yet.
Not yet. It will be. It will be.
Hopefully.
Okay, so enough of this. I know what everyone wants to see, snowfall within the next 24 hours now. All right, so we're going to focus a little bit more on southern Texas here in Corpus Christi, all right? Next 10 days, no snow for you from EMCWF, no snow from you here, but you are in a major ice threat, which is very scary. The fact that we're getting ice threats all the way down to the southernmost point in Texas is kind of ridiculous in my opinion. The southernmost biggest city in Texas. You get what I mean. But
The big cheese.
this is going to be catastrophic and devastating.
Oh, yep.
I'm not messing around here. All right. This starts tomorrow. I can't stress enough. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look. Once again, we're going to go ahead and
So what I'm hearing is we're going to be doing online school for probably the entirety of next week again.
Oh,
Entirely.
absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to get school closures, lots of school closures next week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather stories here. This is for
Most schools are going to have Monday off anyway due to President's Day. But
President's Day is going to have
Yeah.
Monday off, but that's still going to be a lot. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at potential winter storm coming early this coming week.
it's going to be interesting if we try to hold online classes when people don't have power.
I know.
That is going to be interesting to see.
0.
We're just going to have to hold out and see.
All right, y'all. So this is crazy. So if you live in Scranton, Holmesdale, Monticello, and Milford, you're going to get 0.10 you're going to get a tenth to a quarter an inch of ice, plus 4 to 6 and 6 to 8 inches of snow. Now, if you live anywhere north of that, you're going to be getting 8 to 12 inches of snow here and there. So you can look out for that. Let's go ahead and
Apparently, from what someone said in the chat, I know this is off topic, but what do you think What do you think about the River Thames freezing over?
The River Thames freezing over. Oh. Okay, there. The River Thames.
Thames.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because I haven't really been paying attention to weather in the United Kingdom. But it looks like you all are getting snow. You are getting snow right now up there in Newcastle, Edinburgh. All of these guys.
Dang!
You are getting snow. I mean, I guess it is a possibility. It just depends on if the temperatures are low enough up there, which they might be.
It's a massive body of water
Oh, yeah.
as well.
It is. So it really depends. The River Thames freezing over. I'm very...
Why do you call it
skeptical
Thames? There's no
because
I.
Thames is how they pronounce it in English accent, I think. So I don't know.
Well, they also say British, so...
British. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
the entire river just froze over is what he said.
Oh, really? It did? Are you serious?
It did? Wow.
The entire River Thames just froze over. Okay, that is something. That's
That is not very cool or
Okay,
epic.
so this is now. This is breaking now, guys. Okay, breaking now. Austin and San Antonio are currently getting ice right now. All right, if you live in San Antonio, Texas, you are getting a hefty amount of freezing rain. A hefty amount of freezing rain. That should be out of your way by 9:55, but that will be a crazy amount of rain in that area. I'm not sure what your forecast is. We're going to go ahead and take a look at San Antonio, if we can go ahead and see where that is. It's a little bit around here, I would assume. Let's go there. Okay, yeah, San Antonio, you are under a winter storm warning with major winter storm forecast for you, 1 to 2
How's it
inches.
looking for Long Island? That's what someone asked. How's it looking for Long Island?
All right, we're going to go over to Long Island right now and take a look here. All right. Up here to Long Island, this area. Okay, Emcw model has you getting, in Long Island, 3 inches of snow. All right, 3+ inches of snow, maybe a little bit, like 3 to 4, 3 to 5. I would go ahead and say it would be a good idea to call it a 3 to 5 inch of snow for Long Island. Now, with your arrival time of snow, we're going to go and take a look here. So this is Monday now. We're just going to keep going. Okay.
Specifically Nassau County.
Nassau County.
NASSU. Or NASSAU.
Okay, so Nassau County. I am not sure where that is because it's not showing up on my...
Can't you search locations?
bar.
Dude, you have a search bar.
He's using it.
Well, we can't find it. We cannot find that county.
Oh, there it is.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
Nassau County, right there. Okay, so according to where... I'm not sure if this is where you are.
If it's on Long Island, it's probably it.
Yeah, Long Island right here. Okay, so right now, you guys are going to be expecting some freezing rain. That freezing rain is going to mix into normal rain. Whoa. All right, I don't think you're going to get any snow. But if we take a look at a EMC
0.27 inches.
2.6 inches there. GFS has you getting 1.1 inch. So you're going to get a little bit of snow. Garden Cotty. Let me take a look for you. Garden Cotty. Yeah, that is not on my database. Garden Cotty is not on my database, unfortunately. So Long Island, you should be You're gonna be safe from this one. You're gonna just be missing out a little bit on that snowfall, but that's gonna be okay because I'm sure you guys get a lot of it anyways on an annual basis. The reason that this storm could be so crippling is because
Oh, he meant Garden City.
Garden City. Okay, sorry. I was like, that is not on my database. Okay, let's take a look at
Misspelling, I would assume.
I actually thought that was Garden City. Long Island. Okay, so we have this pulled up for you here. Garden City, Long Island. So if we take a look at the webcam right now, this is what it currently looks like there. Alright, you guys got snow on the ground right now. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get any more snow. Garden City. Alright, so Garden City, you guys are gonna have really low temperatures, 9 to 10. No, sorry, those are mile per hours. Okay, yeah. Alright, so you guys are gonna be just hovering around freezing point until Wednesday, when you're gonna drop a little bit below freezing into 21, 27, 28, into the mid to low 20s. Around there. Oh, sorry. I know you can't see this. I'm going to go ahead and take out the lower third. Which one? Which one? Alright. I'm going to take out the lower third really quick. Okay, so you can see this now. Around Wednesday, temperatures are going to drop below average, apparently, to 25, mid to low 20s for a little bit. Great, walking the dog. This is great service you guys have here. Thank you so much. I'm glad.
Wow.
I am so dumb. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I am offended.
Is that the Nathan that we know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Sly dog.
All right. Well. Okay, so that's what we're gonna get for
Oh.
Garden City.
Wait, just out of curiosity, which Andrew are you talking?
Yeah, which Andrew? The ones that
Wait,
are
Andrew.
Because there's currently
Okay,
3 in this VC, and then there's 1 in the chat.
Oh my God! It's an Andrew party. Yeah, so there's like 4 Andrews involved here. It's
Pog.
probably a world record.
All right, y'all. I gotta go.
Who
for,
knew
like,
Andrews
1 minute.
besides us existed?
All right. Here's the thing. I gotta take a little break for like 1 minute, and then I'll be back. One of you gotta handle the stream for a minute. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be cold,
All right. I'll be right back.
and white cold ice is gonna fall from the sky. That's what I know.
Yeah, that's about all I know too. He picked the worst people to do this stream with.
He really
honestly.
did.
He really set himself up for failure. Like honestly,
So,
did.
Andrew,
Which one?
describe the crystallization of water into snow.
So it did the freeze, and it become this weird little spiky shape thing, and it fall from sky.
Why does it fall from the sky?
Because it is in
Condensation.
sky, and it no longer be in sky, so it fall down because gravity.
What's
But what if no gravity?
Then flat Earth.
Nice.
Very epic.
But what about flat Mars?
So I have a feeling that this Andrew stinks like green.
Yeah.
What
I
does
don't
that
know
mean?
Which Andrew is talking?
I have returned.
You, Fossa.
All right. I returned.
I'm offended.
Okay. Is there any more questions that people have about this weather thing? If not, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break so that we can upgrade our models and so that we can get you the latest information as of this point. Do we have any more people that want to know something before we take like a 10-minute break?
So how are you gonna do the break though? Are you gonna like switch to a different scene and make sure that they can't hear us, or like what's gonna go on?
Something like that, yeah. And then we're gonna like fix. Actually, you know what? I don't think that's gonna work out. That's gonna be a little.
Are you using Streamlabs?
I'm using OBS. You know what? We'll just
Because you can mute the microphone volume and desktop volume, so that way
Yeah.
they can't hear us.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do all this. Are you sure? All right. What does the color green smell like?
Green smells like green, dude. I don't know what you're on about.
Actually,
It smells like
Green
vomit.
like Andrew.
okay. So we're not gonna take our break just yet. It has come to my attention that there has been some upgrades. I think. I don't
Love
know
some
where.
upgrades.
I don't know where. I don't know what has been upgraded, but something has. Someone just texted me that we've gotten upgraded in the forecast somewhere. I don't know where. We gotta find that out. All right. I'm not sure where this is. Okay, so actually, I think we now have flood watches for the Florida Panhandle and in the southern Georgia over here.
Oh, there's floods now. Wonderful.
Yeah, I think we just got flood watches. I'm not entirely sure if those are new, but
Is it affiliated with this storm at all, or is it just kind of
It's-
Florida being Florida?
I think it actually might be with the warm side of the system.
Noah, get the boat.
But yes. So this is we got winter weather advisories up into Kansas, wind chill advisories. I think wind chill warnings have now been extended all the way down into Kansas. That's also another update as well. Now that is accumulated with this Arctic vortex that is currently going on that is causing this to be absolutely a ridiculous winter season. Let's go ahead and take a look here at some of these wind chill warnings that are in effect right now. All right, so wind chill warning. Dangerously cold wind chills as low as 45 degrees below zero. All right, so if you live in anywhere that has these warnings at all, anywhere in like the baby blue zone right here, that is what we call a wind chill warning, negative 45 degrees. All right, you do not want to get caught outside like that. This is definitely the weirdest weather event I have ever seen. All right, like honestly. Honest to God, I have never seen a weather event like this. Especially one that's expected to drop 8 to 12 inches of snow in the southern plains. Like that's a big deal.
Yes.
Does any of you have anything to add?
Not that I can think of, no.
All right.
Suggestion: since this is probably going to cause anxiety, buy a weighted blanket.
Oh, absolutely. I don't understand why anyone wouldn't already own one. Those things are the
Weighted
best.
blankets are epic. It feels like someone's hugging you, even though you're forever alone.
Female is temporary. Weighted blanket is forever.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So this is very anxiety inducing. Lots of winter events happening. Okay, let me repeat myself again. We're going to experience borderline blizzard conditions in the southern plains this weekend and into next week. All right, so this has been an hour-and-a-half stream. All right, I think we might need to end this stream here. All right,
You sure you want? I thought we were just going to take a break.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know how to do that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to take a little break. Sorry for any inconveniences with that statement. We're going to take a little break here. But before we take a break, I just want to go ahead and give a little recap about this first 90-minute period of streaming before we go and upgrade our models and things, because the models that you see on the little end card over there, right there, are outdated as of this point. All right, so let's go ahead and recap. Borderline blizzard conditions for the southern plains. Winter storm warnings extend into the Dixie Valley. We have winter storm watches that extend all the way up to the northeast. Ice storm warnings currently in effect for northern Virginia and Maryland. All right, closing thoughts from our team before we take this break.
It's cold.
None.
All right, we will be back
Okay.
in like 10,
Okay.
10.
I'm gonna tell you how. Go to OBS.
All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you all. Stay safe out there.
All right. Go to OBS. And then mute microphone and desktop audio.
All right. We
If I beat it, I
have
won't celebrate.
returned for the next or final hour and a half of coverage for today. We do have some news for you. Tomorrow, we will have Andrew Pasley with us. We'll be out in the field giving us, showing us conditions and what it's going to be like throughout the day while we're streaming tomorrow. We're also going to do another 3-hour stream tomorrow as well, so you can join us for that. Or hopefully, if we, of course, are able to. If not, then we'll let you know somehow. All right. Does anyone have any questions to kick off this next half hour or next hour and a half of coverage?
No.
Does anyone from our Pure Weather team have any thoughts or things to add to start off this next hour and a half of coverage?
Hold.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at extreme forecast, guys. So this is why we're expecting blizzard conditions. All right. So right here you can see with Tulsa, Oklahoma, 68%. All right, extreme wind. All right, so that's going to be winds really high. Same thing with Oklahoma City down here. Not so much in Texas. So that's why we're going to see mainly in Oklahoma, and a little bit of eastern Arkansas. We can see that blowing snow. All right, now that will be tropical storm force wind gusts. Let's go ahead and take a look at temperature now. Negative 100% for Tulsa, Oklahoma City. All right, Elk City, all of this area, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Manna, all of you guys are negative 100% on the extreme cold index. Can you believe that? That is actually quite ridiculous in my opinion. Negative 100% in the extreme forecast. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at rain. 51% for these areas here. It's a pretty big deal. All right, so now that we've done that, let's take a look at wind. All right, so wind accumulation. So this is what we mean by having blizzard-like conditions. If you guys can see this on the stream right now, this is kind of ridiculous. Next 12 hours, right? Next 12 hours, 27 mile per hour winds, sustained. All right, this has been upgraded to sustained winds. All right, sustained winds of 27. All right, next 24 hours, we're still having Winter Storm Uri affecting us. That's going to be around 30 mile per hour sustained winds. That's blizzard-like conditions. Next 3 days, all right, this is when we're in that little bit of a break. Next 5 to 10 days, all right, this is when we're in that next winter storm, that second one, Winter Storm Viola. All right, 30, 35, 30. This is we're solidly into tropical storm strength winds here in the Oklahoma Panhandle, 40 miles per hour. We're getting snow at this point. Dumas, Miami. There's so many Miamis in the United States. It's kind of ridiculous. Miami, Texas, and Amarillo. Amarillo, you're going to get 41 miles per hour winds. Sustained. A little bit south there, 45. 54 miles per hour, a little bit east of Santa Rosa and above Fort Summers down here, but we're going off into that territory. Let's go down to Dallas, 32. Down here to Houston, you're going to get 44. Now, actually, what we need to do is we need to focus a little bit on Houston here to see what kind of impacts that they're going to get from this winter storm that's going to be coming up this weekend. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, go. Guys, go. All right. Can you close the door, please? I profusely apologize for that happening right there. All right. So, sorry to scare any of you, but it's just come to my attention that there has been a video recorded on my camera here at the headquarters that somebody with a white pointy mask has just ran and tried to break in and steal one of our cars.
Bruh, what?
Yeah, that's what. Okay. Back to weather now, of course, but that was a bit of a freak show.
Whoa, we're just gonna skip over that?
I mean, we have greater things at hand here, guys.
What just happened?
Someone just tried to break in to my car.
What?
Yeah, it just came on video. People just came into my office here and told me that someone with a white pointy, kind of like plague doctor mask, came running up into my driveway and tried to steal the car, and then they couldn't get in, so they ran away. But moving,
Funny.
I know. Moving past that, I know that's my reaction. What? Okay, so let's take a look here at EMC or the Euro model here for Houston. Are you gonna get any snow or ice? We're gonna see here. So this is 8 a.m. All right. So people to your north are right now getting snow. Okay, so you're gonna be getting ice. All right. So we're going to stop this here. So you're going to get, as of Monday at 3 a.m., Houston, you're going to get a little bit of ice. Pretty much a significant amount of ice. I'm not sure how much at this point. We're going to have to check it in a little bit. But Houston. All right, and then after that goes off into the late evening. Houston, you will be getting into some snow with a total snow accumulation about 1.4 inches for you, according to Euro model. All right, let's go ahead and take a look right now at the Gfs model for Houston. Now you can already see we got this huge area of ice on the side there.
Also, check your DMs.
But
Oh boy.
you're getting... Yeah, so the GFS model and Euro model are in total disagreement at this point in time. Okay. So they do agree that Houston, you will be getting into ice at around 7 p.m. on Sunday. And not much ice. And then you'll be getting once that ice passes over you, then you'll be switching off into some heavy snow, is what it's saying here. But I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, so about ice pellets, so that's sleet. A little bit of sleet there. Wintry mix is what I'm going to guess that is. And then that snow should pass just to your north. New snow for you from GFS. 0 inches. That's all the way up to your north. All right, Houston, you are spared, but not from the ice. Now, that ice will be able to make some slick roadways, so be careful getting out and driving for all of you there. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look here at Austin, Texas. Here's your daily planner. Sunday, you have a rain-snow mix. Heavy snow from Sunday into Monday. All right, Tuesday is a normal day, and then Wednesday, another rain-snow mix. All right, weather hazards, none. Actually, high impact. Dangerous winter weather conditions, accumulating ice as snow, and extreme cold temperatures with traveling strongly discouraged from Sunday to Tuesday. That's high impact. And Wednesday through Thursday, you have a moderate impact with a wintry mix into Wednesday night, lingering hazardous road conditions with possible snow/ice-covered roadways. Thoughts on that from the team?
Awful.
Bad.
Bad.
All right, so if you live here in Austin and San Antonio, you are currently under a winter storm warning.
And you chose probably the worst people to do this with, but yes.
I'm aware, but I hope that people decide to join our Discord server, and if they do, then They can also help participate in these streams, and then we can bring more awareness to more people. Okay, so here in San Angelo, Texas, we have a winter storm warning. So heavy snow accumulations of 3 to 6 inches are
I sent you
expected.
something also.
Blowing and drifting snow expected Sunday night into Monday. The impacts for you, near whiteout conditions, all right, with blowing and drifting snow. This is for all of the lower plains, for all of Texas, all of Arkansas, and all of Oklahoma. You are going to get near whiteout conditions with blowing and drifting snow and wind chills -10 to -20 degrees. All right. Potential for widespread power outages and dangerous driving conditions. Water pipes may burst. This is for the entire area at this point. All right. All right, so because of the models, and the GFS model has now updated completely, we're going to take a look at GFS Kuchera right now with their winter weather. And we're going to go ahead and take a look. Total snowfall, total snow accumulation. All right. We're going to go to forecast loop, and we're just going to take a look at what's happening. This is currently on the sidebar right now. So if you are watching and there's that little sidebar, you can see this is currently what's going on, but we're going to break this down for you. All right, hour 147, Tulsa, Oklahoma. GFS has you getting 23 inches of snow. Oh, that's a lot of snow for you there in Tulsa. Down here in Oklahoma City, 25 inches. Dallas, you're expecting 9 to 12 inches of snow, 8 to 12 inches of snow for you down there. Houston is still sitting pretty at 0. So basically the main threat for this system where we should see the most heavy snowfall from this system would be central Oklahoma, according to the 12Z GFS runs. Thoughts from our team on that?
It cold.
Why did we do this?
I do not know what made you think we were good options.
Well, guys, we're here
If we're the only people available, you should have probably picked other people.
You were the
I
only
bet people from the
available.
Force 13 Discord would have helped gladly.
You know, you just said the name of a major weather channel on stream.
They didn't know that probably.
All right, well, we do have 10 people watching, so just be careful what you say.
Fine. God.
Yeah.
All right, back to this.
This is the best coverage live right now. Thank you.
It's better than the type of thing that gravity is. 5 plus 5 plus 3.
Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany, do you have anything that you want us to look into at this point?
Because we will happily look into anything like
we will
any
happily
We're all
city or
bored.
state you're in.
Oh, no, I'm not bored. I'm just sitting here talking about this. Keep in mind,
We're
major
sitting here
impacts.
doing nothing.
They could be upgraded to extreme by tomorrow. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, so this has been named and dubbed Major Snowstorm URI right now that is moving through. All right, so we're going to take a look here. I'm in Red Oak, Texas. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at Red Oak, Texas right now for you, Tiffany.
That means it's probably going to get hit pretty hard since it's in that Texas area.
Well, I mean, you would think that about Houston, but...
Oh, I know Houston's fine. Lucky Houston.
Houston, you are going to be missing out on this, so that's good for you. Okay, 30 miles south of Dallas. Okay, so we're going to go here. Red Oak. You're going to be somewhere in this area. I say Oak Ridge, Mansfield. 30 miles south. You know what? I'm just going to search it up.
Can't you just look up specific locations? Specific. Yes, I can English good.
All right, there you are. Red Oak, Texas. We are here. Let me just go ahead and take out the winner, the lower third right now so that we can see. Whoops. Sorry, I meant to do that. Okay. So we can see this here. You're expecting 6 inches of snow down there in Red Oak for you.
The oak of the red variety.
Okay, so 6.9 inches for you.
Yeah.
You got a lot
It's-
of
you're
cold
expecting-
temperatures. All right, so Sunday. Sunday
Like me
you're
and
gonna be
me and Pasa
25.
were saying.
Okay, so Sunday at 9 a.m. All right, 12 p.m. on Sunday, you're going to get about 21 degrees. So your high tomorrow will be 22. No, 23. Your high will be 25, actually. Sorry. Your high is 25 for Sunday. Monday, this is when it gets pretty bad because your high goes from 25 to 11 here. 25 to 12. And then, on Tuesday, you're down into the 1 digits for the morning hours. And then you're going back up. But the snow is going to be significantly heavy, I would imagine. Let's go ahead and take a look at your web cam for you right now. Nothing really going on. You can see we got some precipitation right there. But you did get precipitation today, I can imagine, based on what I've seen. I can only imagine that's either ice or rain. Pretty much rain. Do you know when the snow might hit here? Okay, so we're going to go over that next. Okay, so we're going to go over 2 models for you. We're going to go over the URI model and the Gfs model right now. Okay, so this is a development. The URI model has you getting 11 inches, so that's almost a foot. So let's go ahead and take a look at here when this will happen. Okay, so let's go to now. So, okay. That happened way too fast. We need to take a look. 2 a.m. Okay, so Tiffany, at 2 a.m., you're going to be expecting lots of, so your city is going to be expecting freezing rain. All right, and then once that moves in, once that goes out, snow, heavy snow all day tomorrow. With a little bit of break there, and then you should start getting into that heavy band. All right, the heaviest amount of snow should hit you around 6 p.m. according to this model, where you're going to get about 1.2 inches every 3 hours. That is pretty insane. So that's going to pass you at about midnight. And then once that's done, you're going to get back into a little more heavy snow band about 7 a.m. And then this system should finally leave your area about 11 a.m. on Monday. That is from the URI model. Now let's take a look at the Gfs model for you. Gfs right now. Gfs has you... I know. This is why this... we're actually going to go looking into the Dallas area after this so that we can show you what you're going to be getting and what to expect. So as of GFS, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you can see that GFS completely ignores the fact that there might be a chance for some significant freezing precipitation in your area. All right, but you're going to be in the snow. You're going to be in and out of snow, wintry mix there. And then around 10 a.m. tomorrow, according to GFS, you should be getting in to the thick of it here. And then the heaviest bands should start hitting you around 6 p.m. as well. Around 1 inch every 3 hours. So take this as you will. Both models are different, but they are having consensus together as well. And their own different opinions. Alright, so that is going to happen. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your wind accumulation through the next 24 hours. 18 miles per hour. That's going to be some blowing snow for you. 22, actually. That's going to be borderline whiteout conditions. Not entirely sure. No, go. Huh? Yeah, just go. Go. No, mustache, go. I'm sorry. I have people who are coming into my room right now who keep trying to talk to me while I'm in the middle of live coverage. This is why you don't do live coverage when everyone's home because of this wintry weather. Okay. Now, Tiffany, I cannot stress enough. All right, the roads are going to be significantly dangerous, very, very dangerous. All right. You hope power doesn't go out. Well, I have news for you. That is actually. All right, so here you are. Winter storm timing. You can see this for you. Power will go out, or there's a significant chance for widespread power outages. Now, let's go ahead and get this back up here. If power outages happen, all right, they're going to last for a few days. And my reasoning for this is because it's going to be heavy snow, back-to-back winter storms. All right, it's a good time to have a generator on you. All right, now here's the thing. If you're not prepared, and if you don't have your preparations, all right, now is the time to do that. Because we have 2 winter storms. One is 100% happening tomorrow, and another one is also possible Wednesday into Thursday. Okay, now take these with a little bit of a grain of salt, because all of these numbers can change. This storm could absolutely overperform, and this storm could absolutely underperform as well. So you could see more than a foot or less than a foot. It's all up to the weather at this point.
Which you should hope it underperforms, otherwise it's going to be pretty devastating.
Yes. So, now let's go ahead and move on to this thing here. So we're going to go, once again, to winter weather preparedness. So this is how you should prepare your home. All right? You should encase your outdoor water faucets so that, they don't burst, okay? Make sure to open your cabinet doors and drip your water faucets inside so that we don't have any interior pipe bursts. That will be a bad idea. Make sure you have rock salt and a shovel on hand so that you can shovel out this intense snow and ice that will be moving into your area tomorrow. You need to have a first aid kit, canned food, and bottled water. Now, if power does go out, you need to prepare for a power outage by having firewood at the ready. You need to have a lot of batteries. If you have those battery-powered phone chargers, make sure those are all ready to go. Tomorrow, I will be doing the same. The second we get off air, I would advise my team as well, the second we're done with this stream, to go and take these precautions immediately. This is a pretty devastating situation. All right, no candles. We don't want fire. I don't know why it says no candles on there, but make sure you have lanterns, and you need to have a battery-powered radio so that you can stay up to date with the latest. Now, if you are in a vehicle, all right, you need to fuel up your vehicle all the way. Make it full of gas. You need to stock it with water and food. Make sure you have one of those ice scrapers on hand and jump starters so that you can jump start your vehicle if needed. And, of course, car chargers are a thing as well. Now, it's going to get real cold. So if power does go out, make sure you have an abundance of blankets. Make sure you have an abundance of blankets. All right, and for that reason, I'm going to show you. We're going to go. I don't know why we're here. This is interesting. Okay, this is not supposed to be on my screen right now. All right, so we're going to go into Oklahoma City so that I can show you this. All right, if a power outage does occur, you're gonna be facing extreme cold, all right? So you're gonna need to get 3+ layers, all right? You're gonna need to get a warm hat, face masks, outer layer to keep out the wind, 2 layers of pants and boots. Make sure they're waterproof. If somehow you get wet, seek dry attention immediately, because that will increase your chances of getting frostbite, and frostbite is not something we want. Also, hypothermia is a thing, and warning signs of hypothermia would be confusion, shivering, difficulty speaking, sleepiness, and stiff muscles. All right, make sure you stay safe out there. This is a big deal. All right, this is a big storm that's going to be hitting us, and then we have midweek snowfall as well. Take a look at the watches and warnings again to make sure that nothing has changed. Nothing has changed as of now. Alright, so we have about an hour of coverage left. And then we are going to end our coverage this evening. All right. Does my team have anything else that you need to say
No,
before we continue on? Any thoughts
I
from
do
anyone?
not.
Nothing that you haven't said, really. Stay safe
Yes,
out
I
there. Don't
agree.
do anything you don't have to.
And don't do drugs, kids.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and read off this winter storm warning. It's actually snowing in Tulsa right now.
Hang on, wait, I gotta see this.
But this has
Oh.
does this have hold on, I need to see the radar right now. We're going to go ahead and refresh this really quick. My weather app currently says that it's snowing in Tulsa. However, there is no radar to support this.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
no-
see it. I mean, it's dark out there, but I don't
There
see
is no
anything.
radar to support this claim at this point. But
There's no eyes to support this either.
yeah. All right, but we're going to go ahead and read. I'm going to read off this winter storm warning that's in effect for literally so many people. This is the most people I've ever seen inside a winter storm warning in my entire life. All right, of doing weather. Granted, I've only been doing weather for about 3 years. But this is something that it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay, so winter storm warning will remain in effect. All right, so when we go off air at 11:30, we will have 30 minutes left before the winter storm warning takes in effect for Oklahoma. All right, I'm not sure about Dallas. We'll figure that out in a minute. Or Texas or anywhere else. All right, heavy snow expected. Total snow accumulations for Oklahoma, 8 to 12 inches. Portions east of central, northeast, and west or north of I-44, you're going to get about 8 to 12 inches of storm. All right, so I actually do have a question for you. If anyone is in chat and wouldn't mind sharing, how are conditions going for you right now? And while we wait for a response, I'm going to go ahead and play Future Radar for the area right now. So this is Future Radar, Apalachicola, Tallahassee, these areas. You're going to be experiencing, you have a flood warning right now. Not flash flood, just flood as these systems move in off the Gulf. All right. Man, my voice isn't doing well, but that's fine. We still have a little bit less than an hour of coverage left. I will let you know that tomorrow we will be doing live coverage at some point, I hope. Alright, I'm not going to guarantee that we're doing live coverage, but we might, and if so, it will be some point tomorrow morning, and then we will have people out in the field as well who will be reporting on their conditions right now. Alright, so if you live in Enid, Oklahoma, alright, actually, zooming in now, there's some bands of lake effect snow for Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that's probably what we're seeing here, guys. That's pretty much why it says that we are getting some snow at this point. Right now it says that we're getting some flurries, but winter storm warning is, of course, in effect right now. All right. So, we will be having 80% chances of snow all day tomorrow. All right, so let me just go ahead and tell you right now that this storm is nothing that we need to be messing with. All right, this storm will have everything. All right, it'll have blizzard conditions, really strong winds. It will have really strong, heavy snow bands moving in tomorrow. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. We're going to go ahead and take you through this using AccuWeather's program. Forecast here. I'm not sure where this is going to look. Okay, so here's the forecast right now. for us here. Alright, Oklahoma City, you guys are going to get pretty hefty amounts of snow. Alright, this is what we're expecting. This whole band here, that's where the heaviest snow is going to be, according to AccuWeather's forecast. Now, if we continue, alright, and then those bands will, of course, push northward as well. Alright, do we have any information coming from our Pure Weather team?
Nothing. I don't see anything new.
You all have any thoughts about the upcoming storm?
I'm looking outside, and the funny thing is, the sun was out a bit today, and the ice in my yard started melting.
Yeah, that's because the sun.
So it was like, hell yeah, and now it's gonna come back, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, this storm has the potential to be crippling. All right, for the lower plains. All right, I have not seen a storm that has the potential to be this bad in a long time. In a long, long time. So we're gonna go ahead and read off. So if you take a look right now at this weather radar. All right, Amarillo. If you are in Amarillo right now, you are getting snow. All right, snow is accumulating in your area, and it will continue to accumulate throughout the night, basically. You'll get a brief pause at about 11:15 whenever we end our stream here in about 50 minutes. But then it should start back up again whenever we get the next part of major snowstorm Uri. This storm does have the potential to be upgraded to Blizzard Uri, all right? That can happen. That is a possibility, but I'm actually not confident at all that will happen. All right. So we do have 50 more minutes of time to fill. I've pretty much covered everything. We're going to go over Winter Storm Severity Index again to see if anything has changed in recent times. Okay, so extreme impacts have now moved south of Dallas. If you live in Tyler, Corsicana, Palestine, but most of these areas are not really populated. Waco, Texas, all right? If you live in Waco, all right, you should be hunkering down. All right? Extreme impacts, that's a 6 out of 6 on that scale. Tulsa, Oklahoma up here, 5 out of 5 on that scale. Or 5 out of 6. Oklahoma City, 5 out of 6. Yeah, it has been updated. There are no longer extreme impacts going to be felt in Oklahoma, but that's mainly in Texas due to ice accumulation right here. And, of course, higher elevations. But as you move up, Rochester, New York, you're going to get major impacts, of course. Moving down to Youngstown, you're going to get major impacts also. Columbus, major impacts. So this whole thing, you can basically see, this is the United States, all right? So much of the United States is going to be feeling impacts from the snow. I mean, I can only see 1, 2, 3 states that are not going to experience some form of wintry precipitation, all right? And that's Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. Do we have thoughts from our team, or is it just going to be the same thing?
I'll let you guess.
Okay. Same thing here. All right. This is going to be a crazy magnitude winter storm. California has it easy until someone throws a gender reveal party. Of course. See, these people, the people in our chat are kind of hilarious right now. I really love the chat that we have on this stream. It's hilarious. Okay. Is there anything that you wish to say, like just to get off your mind right now?
No.
No? All right. All right. This is just breaking in now. Lubbock, Texas, now under major impacts. That is new. That is just happening now. We now have major impacts for Albuquerque as well. Albuquerque, you are in major impact also. Santa Fe National Forest, extreme impact for you. If you live in Santa Fe, however, you're going to be experiencing moderate. If we go up here to Iowa, or not Iowa, I'm sorry, that's Colorado. No, that's Wyoming. See, I'm messing up my states. I'm so sorry. There are nothing but mountains that should be getting any of the major or extreme impacts from there. Houston is not forecast to get that much snow. However, they are in moderate impacts. And if you don't know what that means, that basically means that it's often threatening to life and property. Some damage is unavoidable, typically results in disruptions to daily life. Keep in mind, there are winter storm watches from coast to coast this evening and into tomorrow as major snowstorm URI moves through. Actually, I think we might update this pretty soon to extreme snowstorm URI, because the way that this works is if any named winter storm from the Weather Channel prompts any extreme impacts from major cities. So those major cities would be Waco and Tyler, along with Longview. That's not Oregon. This is Oregon over here. Portland, Oregon, you already had your fair share. If you live in Gresham, all right, you're going to get, again, impacted from another winter storm. Now, we're going to go ahead and go really far into the future here, all right? Let's look at rain and thunder right now. We're going to go super far in. So this is today. That's Uri. That's Tabitha. All right, here is Tuesday. Now this would be Viola if it does get named, of course. Then that would be pushing its way into the southern plains again, taking similarly the same track. All right. Now what's this up here? Yet again, another winter storm that is going to be pushing its way into the United States. Portland, Oregon's going to get impacted again. Not by anything heavy, but something to watch for sure. I'm not sure if the snow is going to affect the Central Plains, or if it's just going to affect the Southern Plains, or if it's just going to affect the Central Plains. But I would assume that forecast is still up in the air. And then look at that, yet again, another winter storm.
Whatever it is, it's playing dangerous.
This is giving me flashbacks to September hurricane season. The peak of hurricane season for 2020, we had like 8 storms active at once. That's basically what we're gonna have here with these winter storms. Now we have this Arctic air that's going to be spilling down in, which is going to cause so much damage, all right? Now keep in mind, even after these storms pass, I can't stress this enough. Once these storms are gone and they're out of the way, all right, it's still going to be cold, below freezing. So that snow is going to stay there. It's not going to melt at all. All right, we're going to keep having that snow. And even if it does start to melt a little bit because of the energy from the sun, then it's going to be really slick on the roads. So those roads are going to be really, really dangerous. All right, you saw what happened on I-35 on just the other day. 100-car pileup on that thing from what? 1/100th of an inch of ice. All right, now this is why I believe personally that storms that produced a dusting to 1 to 2 inches of snow caused more traffic accidents. And the reason for that is because people look outside and they're like, oh, it's nothing. I mean, nothing's going to go wrong. So then they go out and they spin out on the road. All right? However, if it's a crippling snowstorm, which is what we're going to see tomorrow, then people are going to want to stay in and not go out and drive. Which is pretty much why. That's the only good thing that's going to come out of this snowstorm, is that not many people are going to be out on the roads because it looks pretty horrendous out there.
So some of that people are idiots.
Yeah. All right, now here's what I'm going to say is going to sound really grim, but be prepared for power outages tomorrow. And there's going to be death. There will be death. All right? There will be fatalities, there will be injuries. This storm is not just going to come in and out and go unscathed. All right, let's face the truth here. Schools and businesses, they're going to be canceled for the next week, most likely. This is definitely a pretty magnitude situation, which is why we decided to go live for this coverage here tonight. Once again, I'm going to reiterate, we're going to try and go live tomorrow. We have people here that are going to be out in the field from Tulsa, Oklahoma, that will be sharing their experience with us live. Fawcett, I'm going to need your help setting that up.
Boy.
All right. All right, so we have a half hour of coverage left, guys, before we're going to end it for the night. Is there anything y'all wish to say to these people before we move into our final 30 minutes?
The stream, subscribe to the channel.
Join the Discord if we're plugging ourselves now.
Yes, please join our Discord. We actually need more people to track storms with us. That will be in the description. Actually, I can go ahead and
Ayo,
provide...
it's not in the description, just so you know.
I know. I'm going to go ahead and provide a link in chat right now.
No, dude.
Automod's gonna get rid of it.
Not if I'm the streamer. Oh, wait. Never mind.
No.
Well, let me at least try... I'll do it later. We'll just put it in post-production, and then we'll add it in the description here. Whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah.
Because of stuff blocking it, the Discord name didn't get revealed.
Huh?
Because the stuff on the top left, the Discord name didn't get revealed, so you're welcome.
I know, but I did end up showing some parts of the contributor hub by accident. But that's okay. Whoops, sorry. Some issue with the lower third right now. Let me just fix that really quick. And then that should be good. Alright, so, does anyone have any questions about anything? Because we have 30 minutes left on our coverage this evening. So if any of you have anything else that you would want to ask us this evening, then we will be happy to go over who did that.
Wrong button.
Why? Why?
I thought noise cancellation. Honestly, I didn't mean to do it, but I thought noise can stop it too.
Oh my god. This is gonna prove to be fun tomorrow.
Oh boy. Tomorrow, can I
Your mic just
it'll
cut
be
out.
great.
No,
So
you
tomorrow,
cannot-
whenever we stream, I should do. Trust me, it would be hilarious and never. Be like 100 people died.
Fawcett,
Right?
we
It
need
would
to
be
keep
great.
Fawcett. We need to keep things professional on stream. Just letting you know.
Fine.
That
Rude.
needs to happen. Okay, like we can't have things like that going on.
Rude.
I think it's kind of odd how I'm the most well-behaved person here.
Yeah, that's not normal.
All right, so we're taking a look at radar right now. You can see that a bunch of the snow is currently up in Kansas. I am so sorry. I keep messing up my states, even though I know them by heart. Up in Colorado and Nevada. What? In Kansas. A little bit here affecting Enid this evening as well. But then normally on the future radar, all of it is going to come together in Tulsa and not Tulsa, in Oklahoma. Sorry, it's getting pretty late over here, and I've been talking for a solid 2.5 hours. Okay, so you gotta cut me some slack. Oh my god. Okay, I haven't even had any water yet. But it's only 30 minutes. All right, so this is going to be very impactful. Like, extremely impactful. This winter storm. Things are really going to go down. And y'all, I am actually willing to mention this is our first ever live stream here on Pure Weather, and the fact that it's doing so well is absolutely amazing. I just want to thank everybody here for helping us make this a reality. This is absolutely awesome. All right. So, does anybody have any other things that they're going to be wanting to go over? Right, we're thinking about ending the stream a little bit early, all right, because we basically covered all of the content that we were going to cover over the next 3 hours. There's nothing really left to talk about until tomorrow, whenever it is actually happening. So we will be going over that tomorrow morning if we stream. There's not a guarantee that we're streaming, but there is a chance that we might, and if we do, we'll let you know. So we're going to go ahead and end our stream now. Closing remarks from our team, guys. Hello. Closing thoughts. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Do any
Just
of
don't
you,
have any.
do any of you have any closing things, like anything you want to say to the people watching before we leave?
Nope.
Before we leave, as we've been saying the entire stream, cannot reiterate enough, just be safe, use common sense. If you don't have to, don't leave the house. It is a dangerous situation. You probably shouldn't underestimate it.
The inclinations of the storm and COVID should just make you stay inside in the first place, so there's no need to go out.
Yeah. This is potentially the most impactful and biggest storm of 2020 to 2021 winter season. All right, I just want to thank everybody here for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure to host this live stream for you all, the first ever Pure Weather live stream. We will be seeing you all hopefully tomorrow with live in the coverage field. I will be presenting the stream from the studio here in HQ, and we will have people from our team. I think our head moderator is going to be out there giving us the latest from the storm. All right, well, everyone, I want you all to be safe. All right, this is the look at the radar. I'm going to go ahead. All right, I want everyone, the second you leave this stream, to go and do some last minute preparations. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go charge all my batteries, charge all my things. All right, battery packs, charge your phone, computers, all of it. Make sure that 100% your Wi-Fi will go down. I'm not sure if cell service will go, but it might. But let me just, we're going to leave you with this. Be prepared. Just be prepared for power outages. Be prepared for inches and feet of snow. Be prepared for blizzard-like conditions tomorrow. All right. Do not go outside if you absolutely do not have to. If there's a way that you can get out of going outside tomorrow, please please do that for the sake of your safety. Tomorrow, wind chill is really low. It's just been released that Frostbite will begin to set in about 15 minutes from being outside tomorrow on exposed skin. And if your skin gets wet, that will only speed up the process. Okay, so just basically stay safe, everybody. And I hope you all have an amazing time watching this thing pass by. The impacts and the aftermath, we will be right here for you. All right, we will be here bringing you the latest coverage throughout the storm and throughout the aftermath. Thank you all for watching. This is Andrew Austin Adler here with Pure Weather, and here with our team, and we are now officially signing off. So goodbye.